Hello Kotlin learners, today we are delving into the concept of local functions. Local functions in Kotlin allow us to define functions within the scope of other functions. This promotes modularity and encapsulation, making your code more organized and readable. Let's explore the power of local functions in Kotlin. So what I'm going to do is just create a new package, name it as local functions. Under this package, okay, we need to create a function, so I don't think we need to create a package. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in the main, just remove the code from the previous lectures. Over here I'm gonna say let's create an enclosing function. So what is an enclosing function? I'm gonna explain it. So let's create a normal function as of now. Calculate grade. Now the return type, what I'm gonna do is the return type is string. Okay, great. So this is a normal function which we have already learned about. Now we are gonna create a local function. So local function is a function within a function. Okay, so I'm gonna say fun. It's a normal function which is basically declared inside a function. Determine create. Over here I'm gonna say return type would be string for this function. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say return when score in 90 to 100, I'm gonna return a. Just copy this thing, paste it, paste it, paste it. Now over here just change it to 80 and these two dots write it as until. Just copy this until, remove this dot, space over here, change it to 70, change it to, now change it to 60, then over here 90, it will be 80 and 70, take it as B, C and D. Once that is done, I'm gonna say else F. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna return this time. Okay, so this is the function inside which after else, okay, so this function is basically returning this value, this whole thing, whatever the value of this will be, it will return that. Okay, great. And once this is evaluated, over here I'm gonna say return just call this function return, just copy this thing, return great, done. So what is happening, whatever the value, so I'm returning a string over here, I'm returning a string and I'm passing this function over here, that is this function. So whatever value I will get into by this string, it will just copy that value over here and will return this string. And what I'm going to do in the main function is I'm going to invoke that enclosing function. So I'm going to say val result is equals to calculate grade. Let's take 85, print ln result. Let's see what's the output. So in this example, the calculate grade function has a local function determine grade, that calculates the grade based on the score. The main function showcases invoking the enclosing function, which in turn calls the group function to determine the grade P. That is this. So it's falling under this slab. Great. Let's take one more example. In this, we are going to take the local function with parameters this time. Okay. So I'm going to remove this whole thing. Just remove it. I'm going to create an enclosing function. I'm going to say fun print details name string age int. Now I'm going to create a local function with parameter. I'm going to say fun display message greeting, and it will be string. I'm going to print it, println greeting then name you are here or okay. So what in this, what we have done is the local function have one parameter, and the main function, the enclosing function, also had two parameters, and the local function can use all the parameters, that is from the enclosing function also and from its function as well. Okay, so this is one example. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say display message hello. Okay, now in the main function, let's invoke it. So I'm going to say print detail Alice, 25. Alice, 25. Great. Let's see what's the output. So this message will be printed. That is, the local function will get printed. That is, this should be printed. So it is the print detail function as a local function display message that takes a greeting parameter. The main function showcases invoking the enclosing function, which in turn calls the local function with a greeting message. And here's the output. Great. And that wraps up our exploration of local functions in Kotlin. These functions enhance modularity and encapsulation by allowing us to define functions within the scope of other functions. Now go ahead, experiment with local functions in your Kotlin projects and witness the benefits of more organized and readable code. Happy coding. Meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.